Hello and welcome to TSOM's pre-orientation module on how to get your SIN. Let's first go over what is a SIN and why do you need one. SIN stands for Social Insurance Number. You will need this 9-digit number to work in Canada. Let's walk through the steps together on how to apply for a SIN. You will need a few documents. The first and most important is your study permit. Step 1. Check the conditions of your study permit first, located at the bottom of your study permit document. To be eligible for a SIN, you must have a study permit with at least one of the following conditions, remarks, or observations. May accept employment on or off campus if meeting eligibility criteria, per paragraph or 186, F, V, or W, and must cease working if no longer meeting these criteria. May work 20 hours per week off campus or full-time during regular breaks if meeting the criteria outlined in paragraph 186, V, of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations. You may accept employment on the campus of the institution at which you are registered for full-time studies, issued under our 205 CI, only for work forming an essential or integral part of the course offered by the designated learning institution, cannot be used as a postgraduate work permit. Step 2. You will need additional documents to apply for your SIN for the first time or to extend your SIN. These include your co-op work permit. If you don't have a work permit, your study permit must have certain conditions or remarks regarding your eligibility to work. The photo page of your passport or another government-issued ID with your legal name and date of birth. Proof of your address in Canada. Your proof of address must have your name on it and match the name on your other documents. The address must match your mailing address in the online application form, otherwise, Service Canada will likely refuse your application. The government also accepts other types of proof of address if they include your valid address like utility bill, cable TV, hydro, gas, water. Monthly bank account statements does not include receipts, bank books, letters, or automated teller receipt. Phone bill, home phone, cell phone. Credit card statement. Valid Ontario driver's license. Temporary driver's license, only if accompanied by photo license card with the same address. Employer record, pay stub, letter from employer on company letterhead. Insurance policy, home, tenant, auto, or life. Your SIN will not be issued for longer than your study permit and/or work permit expiration dates. If the current name you are using is different than the name stated on your documents, you also need to upload an additional support document, which you can find at this address. Step 3. After collecting and scanning your supporting documents, fill out Employment and Social Development Canada's online social insurance number application form. The information you submit on the online form should match your primary document, for example, your passport. Alternatively, you can take these documents to a Service Canada location or apply through the mail at Service Canada, Social Insurance Registration Office, P.O. Box 7000, Bathurst, New Brunswick, E2A4T1, Canada. In whichever way you choose to fill out the application, you should select First Social Insurance Number under Application Type if this is your first time applying for a SIN. Remember, all your information must be consistent. For example, the mailing address you provide in the online form must match the address on your proof of address document. If it does not, Service Canada will likely refuse your application. If your application is approved, you'll receive a SIN by mail within 20 business days from the date you applied. If more than 25 business days have passed and you haven't received your SIN, you should call Employment and Social Development Canada. You can find more information about it here, sin-nas.canada.ca/sin/. Canada Social Insurance Number Hotline, 1-866-274-6627.